50. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Hey, hold. Check three. Greystone, travel. Bang! Alert! Bang!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll get this to Eckler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Kill. Turn up.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. From the gun, it's Allen. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Mike 3. Mike 3. Wildville. Check 31. Check 52. 10. Under 10.
Running on first down, Eckler. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
46-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
56.
Here's Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pick up the ball. 5 wide.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Motion. 56. 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic.
On second down, Eckler. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Yeah!
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Operating from the gun. Allen looking for his running back, and he's got it. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Shit! Tighten up!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Able to find Deion Kane, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. The game of the field goal, let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
At the 35-yard
line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
4 down.
Second and 10. Rolling to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Oh, here we go. Oh. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Joker, 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 Joker. That's it.
Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now Sanders. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Lions will take over.
26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run here with Eckler. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
That's the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Allen from the downhill throw. Going deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. John Ross. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Check.
22, check, bomber. 22, check, bomber.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. Pass complete to his receiver, Kane. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now a toss play. This is Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard gain for
Check 50. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That went into the hands of Kane. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. Sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll try to start this drive in the air. They find some open field here. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him to have 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Come on,
Pass 85, pass 85.
he's coming.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Mike 3. Watch the backer. No. Off.
Middle.
Fresno. Check. Cross.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check. Lucky. Shoot.
All 52.
Check it out. He's checking.
Half.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down. Check. Shift.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, 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 check.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Good stuff.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go. 58 to Mike.
Half 85, half 85. Go.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, pick your hit.
On play action, they'll throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This one from 35 yards away. And that is no good.
Let's go, baby.
And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second and 9 now. And it's a short one there, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Looking deep for Adams. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Davante Adams. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them after they built that lead at intermission. They've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. 2nd and 5 now. Allen find his running back. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
0-19! Get that quarterback! And all
Throwing on first down is Allen. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Tucker now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Lions 27-7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Colts take over.
We play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown, and cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, they're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Second and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Now back to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. It's free. 57 to Mike. Hey, watch the leg. Alert 3, alert 3.
Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Kill, 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 kill. Wide, get wide.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
They're running it. Sponge. No.
Toss play, it's Mack. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Hey, we got 3 down. 25, check 25. Check 13. Check 13. 56. Pull it. Huh? You got tight right there.
Out of the gun now on third down. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Davante Adams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Now the extra point. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool. And Sanders has it poked free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Double dog, that's the way. Check. Regular. What's that?
On play action, Allen. Flushed out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
I got him. Switch. Hey, tight.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, box drop.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
that time on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Short. 57.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll find the open man on the right side. It's Kane. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
22. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Pick me up.
2nd and 13. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devontae Adams, 28 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. The point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. 27, 21. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Allen going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
I'm here all day. 58, come on. Hey, tight. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Let's go.
On play action, Allen. Airing it out deep for Smith. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Lions. 49 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Sanders trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check 31. Check 31. Under 10. Under 10.
A give. Eckler running to the right. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. That good for 19 and a 1st down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. On the ground, it's Eckler. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
56, 56. Here we go.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
It's now 4th and goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. 3 down. 3 down. Bravo. Watch it. Shit.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna-Nwosu in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Tighten up. Shift.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's no good. That could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, third and long. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
A loss of a yard. Brings up fourth down.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed,